Yo! What is going on, guys? No Adams here. And today, we are going to be reviewing, you guessed it, The Last Jedi. Of course, I've already done a Last Jedi review, so this is going to be part 2. Basically, I'm not going to be talking about any positives, for I already did most of the positives in The Last Jedi review part 1. Don't get me wrong, I love, let me tell you, I love The Last Jedi. Not the best movie of all time, but it's very good. So yeah, let's talk about the negatives. So first, let's talk about Rose. Admiral Holdo and Rose were the most unnecessary thing since Attack of the Clones.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones was interesting, I might say. Anyway, guys, back to The Last Jedi. First, let's talk about Rose. When I first saw the movie, I was like, whatever. Didn't really like her, but I was like, whatever. But I started to realize how unnecessary she was. How much more time could have be given to other characters instead of Rose. She's bad, but not terrible. My biggest problem with her is that she takes up too much time. And boy, that middle schooler kiss between Finn and Rose, was that really necessary? I care way more about Finn and Rey having a relationship than Finn and Rose. I mean, come on. We're on one mission and Rose randomly kissed him? Okay, let's talk about Vice Admiral Holdo, the purple hair weirdo. First of all, she's messing with my man Finn. I meant Poe. She's really? Why is she in here? You give us a random character, don't care about at all, and don't get enough time with. Then she makes a big sacrifice, and you expect me to care? Other than her appearances, I guess, and stupid sacrifice that could have easily been replaced with my boy Akbar. Now that I think about it, Admiral Holdo isn't a terrible character. She's not annoying when she's on screen like Rose is. Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was disappointing, really, the character. But the thing is, he didn't get to use any major force power. I mean, he did get to use one that's never seen before, and you know what it is. I really wanted for Luke to whip out his green lightsaber and train Rey. Not only train, but go against the First Order. And us fans really wanted this. My boy Ryan Johnson, you can't blame the fans for wanting this. People have been waiting 30 years, and I haven't been. People who grew up with the original trilogy has been waiting 30 years. Almost 40, actually. I just really wanted to see Luke in action. Luke had some really good stuff, but this is talking about the negatives, not the positives. I wanted so bad for Luke and Kylo Ren to have a fight, to have some sort of lightsaber fight. This is, to me, definitely the biggest problem with The Last Jedi. You don't know what I mean. There are a lot of things that are set up in The Force Awakens that are completely dropped in The Last Jedi. This is a big problem, especially since The Last Jedi takes place right after The Force Awakens. One example being that Snoke is set up as this mysterious figure. He's the master of Kylo Ren, but you don't really get to see him train. No clue who he is. He Darth Plagueis, who is he? But in The Last Jedi, he's just killed, which could be real disappointing. The reason is, Ryan Johnson, the director of The Last Jedi, Ryan Johnson didn't even watch the final cut of The Force Awakens. Not make sense to me. So, he also did not read the novelization. All he read was the script of The Force Awakens. Why did Laura Santeca have a map of Luke Skywalker if Luke Skywalker did not want to be found? That doesn't make sense to me. What made sense is if the government didn't want Luke like it was in the expanded universe, but I guess that's not the truth. Quick, I know this video is supposed to be about the negatives of The Last Jedi, not the positives. But there is a positive I did not mention in my original the Last Jedi review. It is that you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. Force Awakens was a great movie, but it was a bit predictable. This one, you had no idea what was going to happen. The fact that Kylo Ren just decided to fight alongside Rey with the Praetorian Guards, but without any exposition, is pretty dang awesome if you ask me. No idea why Luke has the lightsaber that Rey has. He got cut in half in battle. It's like, you don't know what's going on in this story. So now let's get back to the negatives. There is an 11-minute sequence with Canto Bight, a casino planet. Bugged me that much because it didn't take up too much of the film. A little bit over-exaggerated of how bad it is. I will agree, it's one of the flaws in this movie. But why I don't like it very much. First of all, it doesn't feel like it's in a galaxy far, far away. By that, I don't think it feels like Star Wars very much. It feels like a regular casino with some interesting creatures. And Finn has really no character development. I would have rather see Poe go on a mission with Finn. In The Force Awakens, they're bonding a friendship. So yeah, Rose was completely unnecessary. So yeah, I didn't bother me too much, but then again, what's the point of it? If you don't know who DJ is, he's this dude. Basically, DJ is unnecessary and forgettable. I kind of like the character, though, in a way. I don't really see the point of him. So, yeah, that is all the negatives, I think, in Star Wars The Last Jedi. Out of all of what I just said, does that sound like a terrible movie? Like it's the worst movie ever made? No! Some stupid idiots are saying it's the worst movie ever made. And it's not even the worst Star Wars movie ever made. If you think that the prequels are genuinely better than this movie, you need to get some help. No, I'm kidding. Opinions are opinions or whatever. But I just don't know how you could see how this is a bad movie just because your fan theories didn't get answered. If you're wondering what my rating of this movie is and you haven't checked out my other review, then it's an A-. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out my other Last Jedi review, part 1, in which I talk about all the positives of The Last Jedi. Also, please subscribe to the Slooge. His link will be in the description below. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.